Good morning and welcome to the Mayor's Weekly News Conference. For this week's agenda, we'll be focusing on two announcements. One is Shop Small Business Saturday, which is November 24th, and the other is our fall leaf collection. And now I'll turn it over to the mayor.
Thank you, Renee. And before I start to talk about Small Business Saturday, which I had very little to do with putting together, honestly, but I'm very excited about it. But before we start to talk about this, I just want to take a moment to really thank the people of Erie for getting out and voting on Tuesday. More than half the registered voters in Erie County got out and voted. That was well over 100,000 people that voted in Erie County on Tuesday. And you know, that's the largest voter turnout since 1994. That's 24 years. So I'm glad that people are getting back involved and getting out and voting. I want to encourage people to continue to do that. Also, I want to thank EMTA because they provided a trolley for me to transport citizens from 5 of our senior high-rise complexes. And it was about 50 people that we were able to get to their polling stations to be able to vote that day. Thanks to EMTA for that. So now let's turn to the major focus for today's press conference, which is presenting to everyone what's now called Small Business Saturday, which will take place in downtown Erie on the Saturday after Thanksgiving, which is November 24th. In an effort to encourage people, families in Erie to shop locally, we've teamed up with the Erie Downtown Partnership and EMTA, again, to put together a special downtown event this Saturday, the Saturday after Thanksgiving. This all started actually just a couple weeks ago when members of my team met with 2 local artisans, Mary Orsini and Christine Stewart. They discussed the possibility of promoting several events taking place that are already scheduled to take place in downtown Erie and kind of coordinating them as Small Business Saturday. I'm excited to tell you that there are 6 different shopping events in downtown scheduled for November 24th. They include the Erie Handmade Fair, which is coordinated by Michelle Chilinsky, the Made in Erie Marketplace, which is run by the Bayfront East Side Task Force, the Artisan Vendors at Cashier's House, which is a partnership between Erie Arts and Culture, which is identifying the vendors, and the Erie Downtown Development Corporation, which is providing the space. The Warner Winter Wonderland Art and Crafts Show, the shops at the Renaissance Center, which will be open and include Cake Zen, Nora's Soap Scents, Monticella's Massage, and Isaac Baker, which, by the way, I bought this suit and shirt at Isaac Baker. The Attic Rehab Holiday Open House at PACA, which is at 1501 State, and that one will take place from 5 to 9 p.m. I want to thank my team for bringing everyone together to promote this event. And my team has also made it easy for you to learn about the event and to attend by doing 2 things. First, they've created a digital map listing all the participant businesses and events happening on Small Business Saturday. The map will be posted on the city's website. It'll also be available on Facebook and Twitter. Also, again, need to thank EMTA once again. My team has coordinated with the EMTA to provide a free trolley service for shoppers that will begin at 10 a.m. The first loop will start at 10 a.m. at the Warner Winter Wonderland and loop to the Church of the Nativity Community Center and then back again. The second loop will begin at the Renaissance Center at 11 a.m. and loop to the various locations, ending at the Polish Falcons at 5:15 p.m. At 5:15, the trolley will leave the Polish Falcons and do the loop in reverse. Thanks again to EMTA for this wonderful free service. The Erie Downtown Partnership helped to identify the following 8 additional participating organizations and retail businesses in downtown: Glass Growers Gallery, Ember and Forge, Ye Old Sweet Shop, the Erie Art Museum, the Experience Erie Children's Museum, Attic Rehab, Clay Space, and the Hopkins Denison Fine Art Gallery and Boutique. Now next we have 4 guests here today to tell us a little bit more about several of these events. First, from the Erie Handmade Fair, I invite Mary Orsini to join me. Mary is one of the artisan vendors who will be participating in the fair. Mary?
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mayor Schember. It's really wonderful to have a mayor and so proactive for our local economy and our local artisans. I am here representing the founder and driving force behind the Erie Handmade Fair, Michelle Chilinsky, who could not be here today. She's so excited, though, because the 5th anniversary of the Handmade Fair actually falls on Small Business Saturday this year. With over 25 local artisans whose wares range from jewelry to soap, art, photography, knit and crochet items, home decor, and so much more. You are sure to find something for everyone on your Christmas list. Our event takes place at the Polish Falcons Club at 431 East 3rd Street in Erie from 11 to 5. We will be featuring princess music at 1 o'clock with Brooke Surgener and an acoustic set with Justin Moyer at 2:15. There is a Chinese auction, a large gift basket raffle. There will be food available to purchase from the club. There's plenty of parking, and the club is handicapped accessible. So come on, Erie. Let's support our friends and neighbors and at this and at all the other events. Shop local and shop small all year round. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mary. And I know that the fair rotates to different locations, and everyone, again, this year, just to repeat, it's going to be at the Polish Falcons from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Next, I'd like to bring up Jeremy Blazer from the Bayfront Eastside Task Force to tell us more about the Made in Erie Marketplace, which is in its 6th year. Jeremy?
Thank you. I'd like to echo the support and thanks for the mayor and his team for putting this together. We're really excited about the number of events this year. Having 2 in the East Bayfront at the Polish Falcons as well as our event is really exciting, bringing a lot of people down into our neighborhood. So I am Jeremy Blazer, the Executive Director of the Bayfront Eastside Task Force. I'm here to talk about our 6th annual Made in Erie Marketplace, which again is November 24th. Our event will be from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. We'll be at the Church of the Nativity Community Center, which is 109 German Street. For those not familiar with the exact area, if you see the gold dome on the Bayfront Parkway, it's right next door, so it's going to be very easy to find. Some highlights of our event this year: we have free admission and plenty of free parking, both on-street and off-street available. We will have food and drink available for purchase while you're shopping. We hope that people spend some time there. We do have over 36 vendors this year, so we're excited at the number of unique individuals that we're able to bring to the table. Just to give you some examples, we have jewelers, home decorations, soap and body products, some quilts, woodwork, and other artisans. Definitely your ability to find a one-of-a-kind holiday gift idea will be at our event. Why does the best organization, the Bayfront Eastside Task Force, do an event like this? We've been hosting it for 4 years now, although this is a 6th annual. We are a neighborhood revitalization agency, and we're dedicated to making the historic East Bayfront, Erie's first neighborhood, the best place to live, work, and play. And we feel that hosting events like this helps us in that mission. We're happy to host again this year and look to build upon the success of previous years, including over 1,000 attendees at last year's event. This event brings the public into the historic East Bayfront, allows them to experience a unique shopping event, and allows best to support the small business entrepreneurs that are able to sell their wares at this event. So please stop by our event and enjoy Made in Erie, where Erie was made. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeremy. And I've attended both the Bayfront Eastside Task Force event as well as the Erie Handmade Fair in the past. They are great events, and if you're kind of like me and I've been married 39 years. My kids are in their 30s. Trying to find a unique Christmas gift. These are the places you can get it at this event that's going on now. And next, we're going to have Patrick Fisher come up. If you haven't met Patrick, he's making tremendous contributions already to our city and our downtown. He's going to tell us more about the artisan vendors who will be showcased at the cashier's house. Patrick.
I want to thank Mayor Schember and his team for having Erie Arts and Culture present today. One of our objectives is to make sure that there's broad accessibility and opportunities to engage with the arts and cultural sector socially, educationally, and economically. That economic component, every artist is a small business, and to provide opportunities for them to directly introduce their products and their wares to the population is really important. So we partnered with Erie Downtown Development Corporation for Small Business Saturday. We'll be at the Cashier's House from 11 a.m. until 5 p.m., which is 413th State Street. That's right along a pedestrian path between some of the other participants, such as Ember and Forge, Ye Old Sweet Shop, the Erie Art Museum, and Experience Children's Museum. We are working with the department heads at Edinboro University to actually have their students present and selling their products at the event. We are going to have students from the printmaking department, ceramics, metalsmithing, and hopefully woodworking as well. Right now we have 3 confirmed students, but we're hoping to grow that up to 6 to 8 students. So we look forward to seeing you all stop by and spend your dollars locally here in Northwest Pennsylvania for the holidays. Thank you.
Patrick, I think you've been back in the area, what, about 2 months now? Or?
7 weeks.
7 weeks, okay. And believe me, he's jumped in with both feet, really making a difference. Thanks very much. That's another very neat venue for people to visit. It's an exciting opportunity also for the Edinburgh University students and their talent in printmaking, ceramics, woodworking, and metal smithing, as you mentioned. Finally, I'd like to invite Don Betts up to let you know about what we're expecting to happen at the Warner Winter Wonderland Art and Craft Show. Don.
Thank you, Mayor.
Good to be here.
Good morning. I can't tell you how excited I was when I got the notice about this going on. Everybody working together just makes our downtown that much stronger. So this is very exciting, and I hope we can continue it for many more years. For over 20 years, Erie Events has been hosting the Warner Winter Wonderland the weekend after Thanksgiving. It is the premier craft show in the region and truly a unique shopping experience in the gorgeous Warner Theater. This year, we will have over 50 vendors showcasing the region's finest work. Each crafter is selected through a jury process, and all items must be handmade. There's something for everyone, young and old. I am truly amazed at the work and detail of each and every one of these crafters. In addition to holiday shopping, you can get your picture taken with Santa and Mrs. Claus. We have partnered with the Second Harvest Food Bank so you can save $1 off admission with a donation. Proceeds from the event benefit the Warner Restoration. I would like to thank the Downtown Partnership, EMTA, the mayor and his staff for this wonderful collaboration and their role in making this a success. I encourage families to spend the day together and shop locally in downtown Erie. Thank you.
Thank you, Don. I hope everyone can kind of see now that Small Business Saturday is really a great event for downtown Erie. I want to thank all our presenters for making yourselves available today and for helping to promote Small Business Saturday. Also, please stay available for, you may want to get some interviews with the media when we're done here shortly. So Saturday, November 24th, provides a wonderful opportunity to shop for a unique, one-of-a-kind gift for the holidays right here in downtown Erie. I can't stress enough how important it is to buy locally and support our business and artisan entrepreneurs. There's a national movement to support local economies called the 3/50 Project. Their motto is pick 3, spend 50, save your local economy. Here's a brief explanation of what that means. Think about which 3 independently owned stores you'd miss if they were gone, that you'd miss the most. Stop in, say hello, and spend a few dollars there. That's how they stay in business. Second, if it's just half the employed U.S. population were to spend about $50 a month locally in locally owned stores, their purchase would generate almost $43 billion. That's billion with a B. For every $100 spent locally in locally owned stores or from local artisans, $68 returns to the community either in taxes, in payroll, or other expenditures. In a national chain, only about $43 of that 100 stays locally. And if you shop online, nothing stays locally. The number of people it takes starts with one, you. Start shopping locally. So I invite you to start a trend, start shopping locally, come downtown on Saturday, November 24th, make a day of it, take a free trolley ride from location to location, enjoy coffee or hot chocolate at Ember and Forge, have lunch, pick up some desserts at Cake Zen or Ye Old Sweet Shop, and support our local entrepreneurs by shopping small for the holidays. By participating in Small Business Saturday, you are helping to transform Erie and make Erie's downtown world class. Second, and very briefly, we'll move to our second topic for today. It took a while, but the leaves in Erie are finally falling. So we want to briefly review the basic information for our fall leaf collection. This runs from September 30th through November 29th, and often it gets extended a little bit. We'll see if that happens this year or not. Citizens may use either open hard containers or brown paper leaf bags to put out their leaves. You can also use pale green plastic combustible bags that meet the ASTM D6400 standards for compostability. They're designed and certified to break down with the municipal composting operations. Do not use cardboard boxes for compost. Don't put it in with your regular garbage or your regular recycling or any other plastic or non-combustible bag. Don't place compost in your garbage, and don't include any animal waste or cat litter with the compost. Also, while the city vehicles go through our neighborhoods to pick up leaves, and our city vehicles go through all neighborhoods to pick up leaves that are in the street, we ask residents not to blow or rake leaves into the street, because getting too many leaves in the street can lead to 3 pretty big safety hazards. First, cars parked on dry leaves often lead to fires. In fact, the fire chief tells me we typically have 2 to 3 cars a year destroyed because of that type of fire. Second, excess leaves in the street can clog the storm drains, and that leads to water problems in your neighborhood. And third, we have a lot of wet weather in the fall. Leaves can become very slippery. So obviously pedestrians can slip in the street, and cars may not be able to stop as quickly, which leads to accidents. So that wraps up our press conference today. Again, everyone who spoke today will be available for interviews afterwards. Thank you very much for being here.